Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the 411 Talk Song radio show right here on YouTube. Today is January 1st, 2025, and I'm going to take a break from politics and I'm going to talk about a scam called drop shipping. And recently, this has come about with the Echo Warmer Heater. Now, the problem with the EcoWarm Heater is it is made in China. Now, I have nothing against products that are made in China. However, if there's an issue, you send an email, you don't get a response back. Also, you have to look at the website. Now, I actually called the company out in Seattle, Washington. And what it is the fraudsters have been utilizing their name, which I hope they have trademarked their name. Apparently, he did. Very nice guy. In fact, they don't even do these handy heaters. Now, what do I mean by a handy heater? Well, a handy heater is one of those plug in space heaters. Now, do they work? Well, it depends. Now, the problem I have with it really doesn't give you the heat that you really need. And then with the remote control part, you have to take a screwdriver and basically break the seal just to pull out the gizmo to put the battery. Now, the type of battery that it uses is one of these batteries. It's like a watch battery. You put it in with the plus side up. Now, again, the product, although they're using the name, is the product fraudulent? Well, the advertising could be fraudulent. Now, they basically use the fake advertising. And is the product a scam? Well, it's if there's an issue with the product, that's where the scam comes into play because the information comes from China. There's no phone number. And then they're using EcoWarmer's website. So what they've done is they actually took EcoWarmer's website. Now, EcoWarmer is actually a company. Now, again, they don't do the handy space heater. What they do the baseboards, geothermal, and almost like geothermal heat, where you can take water and pumping it through a piping system, but they're baseboard heaters. Now, for everybody that has bought one, just be aware of what you have to do if you're not getting satisfaction. You're not going to get anybody to respond to you. You're not going to be able to call anybody. And when you research, you're going to get EcoWarmer's phone number. Now, when I talked to the individual yesterday, he got 42 calls about this product. Now, let me go ahead and share my screen and talk to you about what drop shipping really is, because it's very, very important that you understand the concept. Now, a drop shipping scam is basically a fraudulent scam that takes advantage of the trust between the retailers and suppliers in the drop shipping model. Now, here's what scammers are going to do. They're going to create a fake company. And when you create a fake drop shipping company, what you're going to do is you're going to utilize a website to lure people with promises of easy money. You're also going to advertise on social media. And generally, what you're going to have on that social media are business opportunities. Sometimes you're looking for people to start online businesses. Now, again, some of these products that you're going to see are advertised on YouTube. You may sell counterfeit items, and they're basically going to be products sold at low prices to unsuspecting buyers. Sometimes you're going to fail to deliver. So basically, you're going to ask for payment up front. You're going to promise to deliver a product, and you never deliver it. You're also going to send what we call inferior products. They're going to be suspect. They lack quality. And fees are going to be charged. In addition to the price of the product, they're going to claim they have the items in stock when they actually don't. Also, fake reviews. And when I get back in the scam series, you have to look at some of these reviews of some of these businesses out there, because you do have individuals that are creating fake reviews to make their company sound more than it is. And what they do with the fake reviews, they basically make their business look legitimate. Again, more appealing than it essentially is. Security. I always tell you about websites. They use websites with poor security to put personal and financial information at risk. Now, here's what you can do to avoid it. You have to check for clear contact details and a physical, listen to me, a physical address on a supplier's website. So if there's no physical name, if there's no phone number, if there's no physical website address, because you know what? You can create somebody else's website. You can. But there's always something that I can tell when that website is fake. And here's where the scammer's always going to be tripped up. Look at the domain name. Does it have a .com? Does it have a .org? Does it have a .us, a .gov, or .edu? And even if it does, there's something else that they're going to do. Number one, they're going to ask you to open up a link. And number two, look for misspelled words and look for the time that the email was sent. Now, granted, if it's sent from overseas, well, I know somewhere like China. Click to see if that email is legitimate. And if it isn't, you know you're going to have a scam right there. And if you cannot get anyone on the telephone, it's a scam. It's almost like some of the old dating sites when people used to have individuals that would want to connect with them, but they wanted money. And we would always say Nigeria and Russia, they were the big companies who got scammed out of thousands and thousands of dollars. So, on that note, be wary. If there's incomplete information, you might have a drop shipping scam. Also, be wary of suppliers that list a PO box or residential address as their ship from address. Again, you had a lot of that. I know some of my fraternity brothers, they believe that, and it could be somebody utilizing their photos, but they would say, hey, you could get this money. You could go buy a house. Well, I actually played around with it. And guess what? When the link was sent to me, I clicked on that link and it sent me to a UPS store. So I'm supposed to go pick up some money at a UPS store? No. So you also have to be wary of suppliers that don't have clearly listed contact points. Now, I just want you to understand this. Drop shipping is a legitimate business practice, and it's been around for decades. However, it is possible to get in trouble if you use illegitimate suppliers or sell fake products. Now, again, if you've bought that heater and that heater isn't working and you try to send it back, once you got it, it's yours. Now you can get your money back. And a gentleman I talked with, the information that he gave to me was call your bank, get your money back. It may be fraud on your debit card or credit card, so they may cancel your debit card or credit card, but you're going to get your money back and you're going to get a new card. So be wary of all these advertisements that you're finding on YouTube. I mean, I'm going to start looking more into these needles, these inoculations for weight loss. I know they talked about Ozempic, but to lose weight, why would you want to stick yourself? I mean, it's bad enough when you have diabetes and you had to stick yourself, and then you had to take the little strip, put the blood on it, and then stick it in the machine to get your sugar. So I'm going to be on that. The scam series will be alive and well here in 2025 because more and more people are coming up with scams out here, scams that you don't even think about. Now, let me get back on, share my screen again, and let's talk about the EcoWarm Heater. Well, I just want you to understand this. You're going to have viral ads promoting the EcoWarm portable heaters, and they're spreading across all of social media and inboxes using dubious claims. So basically, you have fake reviews, fake endorsements just to lure consumers. But disappointed buyers report these heavily marketed EcoWarm heaters, they don't live up to the hype. Now, I'm just going to give you information from this article, and I'm going to leave the link under the description of this video. And if you see any more scams like this, you let me know. And I will definitely do a video on all these scams because, again, just like politics and voting, you have a number of people who are uninformed when they are buying products. So here's what the EcoWarm heater looks like. Basically, you take this heater, you plug it in. Now, of course, got one. The problem is, doesn't really heat a room like it says. Now, it says it's supposed to heat your room instantly using 90% less energy. Well, depending on how much wattage you're putting in, like if you have a 1200 watt, you're going to use a lot of energy. Now, you have to unplug it. Again, it's a heater that you must utilize an electrical outlet, and you must have at least a 110 or 120 for this heater to work. Make sure when you unplug it, you keep it in a cooler place because it can catch a fire. Now, in this article, I'm going to give you an overview of misleading EcoWarm Heater, the drop shipping scam, and how leading or misleading this EcoWarm Heater drop shipping scam works, and what do you do if you purchase the unit, and then how to avoid the EcoHeater drop shipping scams, what you need to know, and frequently asked questions about the drop shipping scam, and the bottom line on the EcoWarm Heater. Now, as I get into it, let's have a little overview. Now, again, the EcoWarm Heater scam is the latest incarnation of a prevalent false advertising scheme promoting cheap $3 portable heaters imported from China as a revolutionary heating innovation. Now, what these scammers do is they utilize bait and switch, and they're continuously rebranding the same ineffective products previously marketed as it was EcoHeat, Hot Amigo, Life Heater, Warm Stool Heater, Cosmo Heater, and now EcoWarm Heater. Now, for EcoWarm is a business. Now, like I said, I talked to the gentleman yesterday. He's going to have to fight this if he can. But unfortunately, these heaters come from China. Now, they might be made for $3, but they can sell them for $80, $70, $30, $40 here. They're making big profit. These heaters don't work. Now, the anonymous scammers rely on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube ads and spam emails making unbelievable claims about the EcoWarmer heater's performance. Now, some examples of the exaggerated claims are instantly heating rooms from top to bottom in 2 minutes, slashing energy bills by 30%, advanced safety protections, and they also have fully adjustable heating and thousands of positive reviews. Well, generally, when you plug anything into a wall, particularly heat and AC consume most of your energy. Now, the best way to conserve energy with heat, if you don't need it, don't turn it on. That's the biggest item you need to know. They're telling you it can slash 30%. Well, I never believed that. Now, the actual here's the gizmo now. The actual 3 units are basically shipped out after purchase, or basically low quality generic heaters bought in bulk from Alibaba. That's an India site. I've seen that in a Chinese site and from other Chinese exporters. The mass-produced heaters fail catastrophically to deliver the promised rapid heating, energy savings, or poor performance capabilities. Again, this is what it looks like. And again, the bait and switch scam banks on fake reviews, misleading terminology, and a sense of urgency to generate impulse purchases before skeptical buyers can thoroughly research the shady pop-up companies behind the ads. Like I said, you can go buy these heaters actually from Ace Hardware, or more. You don't even have to order. I always say, check everything out before you buy it. Now, after the payments are extracted, refunds are notoriously difficult and impossible to obtain. Now, the anonymous scammers work aggressively to bury negative reviews. That's the thing. See more positive reviews. So you notice scammers, in order to sell that product, they want to scrub all the negative reviews and feedback exposing the true performance of these units. Now, they routinely ignore refund requests and complaints, providing absolutely no way to contact them after purchase. Again, I just mentioned the emails. You're not going to get a response from an email. So these shady tactics are designed to limit the truth about the scam that's coming to light while keeping the fraudulent marketing campaign going. So legitimate businesses that stand behind their products, they don't operate like this. So in summary, the EcoWarm heater scams rely on greatly exaggerating the capabilities of the cheap $3 heaters sourced from China in order to massively overcharge consumers. So basically, this marketing is misleading, and it bears no resemblance to the actual disappointing product that is sent out. Now, how the misleading Eco Heater drop shipping scam works. Now, again, the EcoWarm Heater scam follows a calculated deception playbook to overcharge consumers and suppress negative reviews. I'm going to give you an in-depth look on how the process actually works. Number one, they create misleading social media ads. And here's how it starts. Scam basically, it begins with carefully designed social media ads portraying EcoWarm Heater as a remarkable room heating innovation. Scammers routinely run ads on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and more. So you don't see these personal advertisements on national TV. Now these ads tout out things like rapid 2-minute heating, and they use fake reviews, certification badges, and urgency tactics to generate clicks to their sales funnels quickly. Now, some of the examples of the dubious claims and techniques used in their ads include heats up any room from top to bottom in just 2 minutes. Now, I tried it, and it certainly doesn't do that. But real reviews reveal slow, modest warming, which is true. Slash energy bills by 30%. 30%. Now, again, this is an exaggeration. Why? Because heat drains a lot of energy. It raises your bill for the most part. Again, you got to turn the heat off if you're not using it. So again, the exaggeration or the overstatement of any savings is just truly false from these units. The fake 5-star review snippets like my new favorite purchase when its heating ability is mediocre. 50% off limited time deal and other countdown timers or scarcity claims urging immediate purchase, showing people happily bundle up and warm near the heater when it can't heat nearly that much area effectively. Heater is very small. Again, let me move my picture. Let me show you again what it actually looks like. This is what it looks like when it's plugged in. It's a little heater. On top, you have the temperature. You can use a little remote control by adjusting the temperature. It has different speeds. You can turn it on and off. Now, I'm not saying that if you go buy it in the store, because some of these gizmos that you see on infomercials, they're not that good. You know, when you see, well, they're all $19.95, well, they're not that good. People have to read the fine print. Now, the goal is to extremely exaggerated depiction of EcoWarmer's heater ability to generate a flood of clicks. And how are the clicks generated? By hype, exaggeration. Phase 2, deceptive sales pages confuse and upsell. So after clicking on one of these misleading social media ads, consumers are funneled to shady sales pages with more dubious claims and high pressure sales tactics. These pages utilize additional tricks like, again, fake limited discounts like 50% off today only, just to panic buyers. Fake scarcity claims of only 29 left to urge hurried purchases. Aggressively upselling with options to buy 2, 3, or 5 EcoWarmer heaters at once. Again, they bury negative reviews, which it's going to limit the Q&A sections. Q&A is question and answer sections to suppress research. repeating the same exaggerated claims about fast heating, energy savings, safety, etc. No company information, address, or contact details provided anywhere on the site. So these combative sales pages aim to limit research into the true source of the units while pushing impulse bundle purchases of multiple overpriced heaters. Number three, phase three. This is why you need an address and a phone number. So unfortunately, under phase three, talk about the refusing of returns and the ignoring of complaints. So many customers, they realize that post-purchase, which means after they bought the product, they've been scammed. So while attempting to return the underpowered EcoWarm Heater units, common responses include you're going to get ignoring of emails or sending back automated responses only. You may get a customer service number that will probably disconnect or forward to some unrelated company. And that's exactly how I got the 206 number. It sent me to a company that has nothing to do with EcoWarm heaters. They just have the name EcoWarm. And you send an email out, no response. Rejecting credit card chargebacks by using fake shipping information and details, forcing unwanted exchanges for the same dubious heaters rather than refunds. Again, no way to contact the company or people behind the scam. So this pattern of refusing returns and obscuring negative feedback is a key indicator of a fly-by-night scam operation with no real customer support after payments are collected. Again, if you have a legitimate business, understand if you want to stay in business, don't practice these type of tactics. Not only will you be out of business, you may be in handcuffs in jail for a long, long time. So, with all that being said, what do you do if you've actually purchased the EcoWarm Heater unit? And here's what it looks like. It's real small. Unfortunately, I've already ordered one of these heavily marketed but underperforming EcoWarm heaters. Follow these steps. Number one, dispute the charges immediately. Again, like I said before, call your credit card company and request a chargeback refund, reporting the charges as fraudulent. Provide the details on how the product was misrepresented in these ads. And when this video goes out, you're going to have the information. Now, because people need to know. And this information that I'm providing you, it just doesn't work on the EcoWarm heater, works on any product that you deem scamming, that's scamming, any product that's unreliable. And also make sure the product you get has instructions. Again, when it came to the remote control, I had to go in the AI to get the instructions because the remote control was horrible. You also need to, and what I didn't do, take photos. Photos, not just photos. Show a video detailing how the EcoWarm heater fails to heat your space quickly or efficiently compared to the capabilities that are touted in the ads. Again, we need to get into the business of not just taking pictures, but making videos, because videos actually show you the action in real time. You file complaints. There's the FTC, which is a Federal Trade Commission, your state attorney general, ripoff report, and other consumer protection sites. Leave reviews. Now, here's what you do when you leave a review. If you have a computer, put everything on a Word document. And the reason why I say that is they're going to try to scrub that review. And if they do, if you have it on a Word document, you can copy it and paste it again. That's the first thing you do. Put it in a file under complaints. Because what you're doing, you're warning others by leaving negative reviews about the misleading ads on Trustpilot and other review sites. Social media posts also help spread awareness. What I'm doing right here on YouTube. And if all else fails, you have to get your bank involved. Request arbitration from your credit card issuer to recover the funds, reiterating the evidence seems you need the evidence to help get the refund. Again, take it to the bank. Make it, I don't want to say make it. You have all your documents together. Let them know it's fraud. And it's going to be fraud because you're going to have more than one person. Like I called the EcoWarm company in Seattle, Washington. More than one person called. Now, I don't want to put his information out there, but with 42 calls, that's a lot of calls. But they're also using his name as well. And it's slowing down his business because he has to answer the phone to explain to people about a product that he doesn't produce. And basically, with diligence, persistence, and good documentation, many EcoWarm Heater customers report successful chargeback refunds after exposing the bait and switch scam. Prevention is always the best approach. Again, talk to your bank, request arbitration from your credit card issuer to recover the funds, reiterating evidence seems to help get refunds. Now, here's what you need to do to avoid the EcoWarm Heater drop shipping scam. And tips. This goes for all scams. Number one, with these tips, outlandish claims. Any heater promising you to instantly heat giant rooms is almost certainly exaggerating massively. Avoid heavy skepticism to such claims. Now, I will tell you why that's false, why this is true. What makes this heater false? Well, people like me who are engineers understand that if you have windows in the room, you're going to have a certain amount of heat loss. So some of that heat is actually going to go out of your room because of windows. The heater, it's very, 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 very small. In fact, the heater actually goes from 60 to 90 degrees. That's it. So, secondly, watch out for reviews. These are fake reviews that are almost too good to be true with no negatives at all. Scammers routinely fabricate positive reviews. High pressure tactics, limited time discounts, and scarcity claims are red flags, something that is being rushed for a reason. Research your seller. So thoroughly vet any company advertising heavily online before buying. Check for signs like no address, no phone number, and look at the email. Also, what people need to learn to do again, buy local. See, a lot of us are buying online. The problem with buying online is you never see the product. You don't know if the product is defective particularly when it's coming from another country. Now, I got lucky and bought this product, which is a TI 30X Pro from Germany. And when I had an issue, they got back to me. And it calculator works. And if I have some issues with it, I can also send it or contact somebody who fixes calculators. It's a TI, Texas Instruments. It's a company right here. They'll help me with the problem. Now, the reason why I also say buy local, because you can actually inspect the heater. You can also ask the merchant who is selling the heater, like a Walmart, a Menards, a Ace Hardware, because they have to make money too. And when they purchase these heaters, they're spending their money as well. And you need somebody who knows about these heaters. Again, I'm not a real big fan of space heaters if you use them with negligence. They do help if you use them correctly. And I'm just going to say this, no product is a miracle. Only Jesus performed miracles, and that's only if you believe in Jesus. And what I'm saying is any gadget seeming too good to be true online likely is. Stick to proven brands and impartial reviews. Stay vigilant and do your own research, and that is very crucial because once you understand the research, you're not going to be misled or overhyped by products like the EcoWarm Heater that's being pushed through deceptive marketing. Again, only buy directly from retailers you can fully verify and trust. And frequent questions about the EcoWarm Heater drop shipping scam. Misleading EcoWarm Heater ads are proliferating online, and they use dubious claims, fake reviews, and fake endorsements. This FAQ, it's going to provide answers to frequently asked questions about this pervasive scam. Now, again, what exactly is the EcoWarm Heater dropshipping scam? Well, the EcoWarm Heater dropshipping scam, again, it uses viral social media ads and spam emails with exaggerated claims to promote cheap $3 heaters as high-tech heating innovations. Basically, customers find the actual units drastically, they underperform comparing to the misleading marketing. Now, again, how are the EcoWarm heaters advertised? Scammers run Facebook ads, YouTube videos, TikTok posts, influencer promotions, and spam emails depicting EcoWarm Heater as a revolutionary heater with unbelievable capabilities. But these ads are filled with deception. What false claims do the EcoWarm Heater ads make? Some dubious claims are instant room heating, slashing energy bills by 30%, advanced safety features, fully adjustable temperature, silent operation, celebrity endorsements, and thousands of perfect star reviews. Now, I will say, even the adjustable temperature is not that great. So it is silent. Advanced safety features. Well, where are they? I didn't see anything that told me about the advanced safety features, because most of these space heaters, because that's what it is, just a small heater that you plug into an electrical outlet, aren't safe. A lot of fires have come from space heaters. Again, where do these fake EcoWarm Heater ads lead if you click to them? Fraudulent ads that send you to shady websites with more misleading claims, fake discounts and countdown timers, and aggressively upselling, urging immediate purchase. Why? This is what a scam does. They want you to be impulsive. They don't want you to think. They want to make it that you need this heater. You want this heater. You'll get this heater. That's what they want to do. And generally, if you don't do your research, you get scammed. Now, what are the signs of the EcoWarm Heater scam? Red flags again include exaggerated claims, only accepting credit cards, no company address, refusing refunds, deleting negative comments, and having no way to contact the seller after the purchase. Again, what should you do if you purchase the EcoWarm Heater? Realize it's a scam. Immediately dispute the charges with your credit card company as fraudulent and request a chargeback refund. File complaints with consumer agencies like the Federal Trade Commission. Again, how can you avoid the EcoWarm Heater scams? Apply heavy skepticism to miracle products promoted heavily online. Only buy directly from reputable retailers that you can thoroughly verify. Research sellers and watch for claims that seem too good to be true. How can you report the fraudulent EcoWarm Heater ad or website? Well, always contact state attorney, your state attorney, FTC, social networks hosting ads. That's a big one. Why are the social media ads allowing these ads to play? They're part of it, big part of it. Ad networks and consumer protection sites to get fraudulent ads removed. We need to warn others. You don't want to scam a lot of Americans because we lose money. And many of us see when you're desperate and you don't read, you'll fall for anything. This is why I'm putting this information out there. The bottom line, scam. In summary, here are facts that you need to remember about the EcoWarm Heater scam. Social media ads use wild claims, fake reviews, and urgency to push sales. Deceptive sales pages use countdown timers and limited stock claims to urge rush purchases. Actual heaters they basically under deliver versus the capabilities touted. So basically, you're getting an inferior product that says the product does perform well. This is a brand new innovation when it really isn't. Scammers routinely ignore refund requests and complaints about the units. Also vet sellers thoroughly and only buy from trusted retailers to avoid scams. Be persistent with your banks because that can help get your refunds even on the purchase that has already been made. And again, all this information that I provided you regarding EcoWarm Heater scam works. The guidance. Now, unfortunately, purchase one of these overhyped heaters. Stay vigilant for miracle products, push bot via social media, and it's designed basically to extract payments from you rather than satisfy customers. And again, here's what the EcoWarm Heater looks like. Again, we purchased one of these heaters. I purchased one about $77. Now, when they say $3, they're probably $3 when they're made in China. And then when they get over here, they jack the price up. But again, I'm not saying that the product, depending on where it's sold, if you're getting products online, particularly from a foreign source, you need to check it out thoroughly. Even if you're working with eBay, check it out thoroughly. Look at the seller. What kind of reputation does the seller have? And again, I'm not going to put the gentleman's name out, but you can look up EcoWarmer Heaters and you can find his number. And he's going to answer questions as well, because again, EcoWarmer is a real company. They cannot trademark their name because the name is in China. And from what he told me, they have the name in China, the email comes from China, but the website comes from somewhere else, the Ireland or Inselect, also, another company. So that's definitely a fraud. But basically, what I'm here to do is give you information so you don't go and get scammed. It's just like voting. If you're not informed, you'll fall for anything. You'll be voting with your feelings out of desperation. And again, this is why Kamala Harris lost. She was an inferior product. She really didn't offer anything. She was an empty shell. And that's what these fraudsters are with these heaters. They're empty. They're promoting something that basically isn't worth buying. So do yourself a favor. Be knowledgeable. Educate yourself by being resourceful, doing research. In the end, you will keep yourself having a big headache from stress, and you won't even have to worry about sending your money out to a product that's inferior. And get up and go to the store and inspect the heater for yourself to see if it works. And people aren't buying it, and see if people are buying it from the stores. That's another thing to put in there. See how many of the stores the actual retailers are selling. If they're not selling a lot of them, that means the store's got an issue. They might have to drop that product, because in the end, they're not making any money. And I realize in a capitalistic society, people want to make money. But there's also fraud around capitalism. And fraud comes from scams and comes from people who are gullible. So in the end, be vigilant. Do not become a victim of this drop shipping scam for an EcoWarm heater. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 401 Talk Zone radio show. And Happy New Year to everybody. From the 411 Talk Zone radio show. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And here's where you can find me. For the 401 Talk Zone radio show, you can find me on YouTube. You can also find me on Rumble. Now, I won't put this one on Rumble. I put all my politics and my newsworthy sources on Rumble. But you'll be able to find that video right here. You'll find it on X, formerly Twitter. And also, I'll put videos up there on True Social. Now, for the second channel, which is the QCIS channel, my STEM channel, give you a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. You can find that on YouTube, Twitter, formerly X, and also LinkedIn. And, I just want you all to know that please do your research when you're buying products. The holiday season is over, but products are always going to be sold. Keep your hardworking money in your pocket. And for the individuals or the haters or some that aren't haters, I'm going to tell you this. Be blessed for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. Always know that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Again, going back to your haters, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if the shoe fits, wear it. If you don't like the shoe, then change it. But once again, thank you for listening to this edition of the 401 Talk Zone radio show. the New Year's Day edition of the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. I want you all to have a wonderful and gracious evening. God bless you. I'm out.